Bogard scot-free in every sense of the word. I keep my hands clean, sanitized. I've been analyzed the streets, found a way. Now I try to find his feet. Moutier, the lifestyle blinding me. Gotta be an angle here. It's all geometry. It was all a dream. Like the late great notorious, the road less traveled, the road less glorious.
The abyss of these bubble-weight bitches. Still I rise in the midst of demons, blocking views and pictures on the slide of future menus. Looks bright on the new venues. Pressed it on wax, watch the saga continue. Lessons to facts, it's all something we've been through. But when pain's no longer holding pain, that's just something I don't do. Ventilation's a healthy process to a regimen focused with lit views. Don't fall for traps, don't be confused, don't let them get you.
What's up, everybody? Welcome in. It's Monday, and we are going to be talking all basketball today. So what's up, my brother? How you doing? I'm JC Money, and this is Coach Craig.
You did kind of awkward there. You're like, how you doing? And then you're like, oh.
Oops.
Whoops. Yeah, so I'm doing all right today. It's been a little busy Monday, but can't complain.
A little manic Monday.
Yeah, it's a little busy, but
A little manic Monday.
finally got some food again.
What? You stocking up food in the house?
Yeah, they were down to the bare bones before that. Some eggs, some ramen, and that's about it.
That's what's up. Well, let's kind of just get into it. I'm going to start sending some invites out here to get some people in here. But yeah, let's just start talking about it anyways right away. And so, I mean, how did you do last night? I mean, I didn't do very well. Especially for NASCAR. You know, the guy who I had in there crashed.
Yep, crashed with 100 laps left to go, pretty much. So I had Chase Elliott in the champion spot. I ended up making like $5.50, so I got like around 40th place in like all three contests. So it wasn't bad, but it could have been better. Obviously, if Chase Elliott would have stayed up towards the front, probably would have been up in that top 10 area. But yeah, it is what it is. It's money, so I can't complain. NBA, God, I can't remember what happened in NBA. Somebody sucked. One of the guards sucked. I know you were ragging on Kevin Porter, I think it was, but he was like, he wasn't the guy that killed me. One of the guards killed me, but I won a couple coins in the coin contest, but I didn't win any money in the real money contest. So, yeah, wasn't a good day for NBA yesterday. But in terms of yesterday,
you did have somebody that hit. Though. You did have someone that hit though pretty well in the dart throws that we played.
Well, I mean, yeah. So in terms of the studs from yesterday, we had Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He had a nice bounce back game at 63.5, 1.5 or 1.15 multiplier, 73.02 points after the multiplier. David, if you're out there, I don't think you're out here yet, but Trae Young actually did remember how to shoot yesterday. So he had like 45 real life points. So he got 63.75 before the multiplier, 1.05 multiplier, got 66.94. Jonas Valanciunas had a heck of a game yesterday, 56 points, 1.25 multiplier, 70 points. He was, when we were mentioning it, there was only a couple centers to play yesterday that were really worth anything. Jonas Valanciunas was one of them. DeAndre Ayton was probably on pace for 65 points before the multiplier, but they were blowing the Lakers out by 30 points, so he pretty much didn't play the fourth quarter. But he had, I know he had 49.9 or he had 49.5 DraftKings points before it would have been a multiplier. So, like I said, he was just going to eat them for breakfast, and he did. He just didn't get to play the fourth quarter. So even if you played DeAndre Ayton, you were really happy. And then Darius Bazley, 51.5, 1.1 or 1.55 multiplier, almost 80 points yesterday. In terms of duds, the only two that were really kind of out there were Christian Wood and John Morant in terms of what we consider our duds, the 1.35 multiplier or less. Christian Wood was at 31.5, 1.25 multiplier, just shy of 40 points. And then John Morant, 36.75, 1.1 multiplier, just over 40 points. In terms of the dart throws, Jose Alvarado got hurt me in a couple. Yeah. I actually didn't play that much Christian Wood. I went with some of the riskier guys instead, honestly, because somebody else became available towards the end. I can't remember who it was off the top of my head, but Jose Alvarado, he got to 54 points. He had a 2x multiplier. He got 108 points. Pretty much nobody played him. Like, he just had a bunch of blowout run. Like, that game was expected to be closer with the Pelicans and the Rockets just kind of didn't do much. And the Pelicans actually played pretty well in the beginning of the game. And Alvarado, I think, had like 6 steals or something ridiculous like that too. So that gets you 36 points real quick there. Jalen Smith had 42.5 points, 1.8 multiplier, 76.5 points. That was one of the guys I was pretty well on to yesterday with his goofy looking goggles.
That's exactly what I was thinking about. Yep.
And then Jackson Hayes, 37.5 points, 1.8 multiplier, 67.5 points. He's a guy that's kind of always down there, but he really had probably his best game of the year like yesterday. Then Najee Marshall, 38.5 points, 1.85 multiplier, got 71.23 points. That's the guy that I was kind of on to as well. So actually, my dart throw forwards that I kind of ended up playing, Jalen Smith and Najee Marshall, they actually paid off. It was just a couple other pieces here and there that just didn't. So we can get down to what's in play for today. So it is a 9-game slate overall. We already have some news that some guys are going to be out. We have some other guys that are probably going to end up being out too. So when you're looking at it from like a DraftKings or a FanDuel perspective, there's a lot of potential value in terms of cheap guys. When you look at it from a SuperDraft perspective, some of those guys have higher multipliers, but you wish their multiplier was a little bit higher too. So it's kind of like where you get to the point, do you play them? Do you not play them? But we're going to start off with the guards. We got James Harden. He's at 1. Pretty simple there. I mean, so it was 2 times ago that James Harden didn't shoot the ball very well. But yesterday, unfortunately, we weren't able to play any 76ers, so we couldn't even have played him anyways because that was the game that got left out the slate. So you can look at him. You can look at DeJounte Murray, 1.05, one of the most consistent players there is. Obviously, you got a game off for rest, I believe was the last time out. And then we had DeMar DeRozan, 1.15. It's DeMar DeRozan. You don't really need to talk too much there. If Zach LaVine misses once again, he could be looking even better. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 1.15. Obviously, he was on the list yesterday. They play the Hornets tonight. Sometimes the Hornets play really well, so there's a chance for a blowout. But if the Hornets aren't playing well, then he's probably going to have a pretty good game. Donovan Mitchell, 1.2. There is a chance that Bojan Bogdanovic does not play tonight. That was a guy that I wanted to bring up today because when I was looking at the stuff, like there's like a week straight that he couldn't shoot the ball in the last 4 games. That dude's been on fire, but he had a strained calf, did not go through shoot around this morning, which usually when you hear the word strained calf, that usually means they're missing 1 to 2 games. So he's probably not playing tonight. So Donovan Mitchell's going to look a little bit better. Jordan Clarkson's going to look a little bit better. Maybe Mike Conley looks a little bit better. If you really want to take a dart throw at Daniel House, you could probably do that. It's probably better on other sites like DraftKings and FanDuel, where he's a $3,300 and a $3,700 player, as opposed to, I think he's either a 1.95 or 1.85 on SuperDraft. He's not even on my notes. I was just going to bring that up, but De'Aaron Fox, he's at 1.25. Obviously, he's played well the past 2 games, but both those games have been without Domantas Sabonis, one due to suspension, one due to baby. And then we got Darius Garland, obviously 1.25. He's a guy that looks pretty good. So I'm probably going to be playing a lot of Darius Garland tonight. Klay Thompson obviously came off a monster game the last time out against the Bucks, 1.45. If you want to take a look at him, you can take a look at him again. Probably not going to have that big of a game though, or reasonable game compared to last time. They do get Draymond Green back tonight. He's only supposed to play 22 minutes though. So Andrew Wiggins might not end up playing though. So maybe that helps out Klay Thompson, Jordan Poole, Steph Curry, anybody like that. Josh Hart, he's a 1.5 multiplier. If you played him the last time, you're really happy because he scored over 40 real life points. I'm pretty sure that's his career high. It's probably not going to happen again. If you want to take a chance on that, you can, but it's a little bit point chasey if you're trying to do that. We got Bogdan Bogdanovic. So the Hawks are without John Collins and Danilo Gallinari tonight. So it's likely that Bogdan starts tonight, plays big minutes, probably gets a couple extra shots. Looks like a decent play. He found his way into at least one of my lineups so far. Then we have Monty Morris at 1.65. He's been all right lately. If you want to go there, you can go there. You don't really have to go there. It's notable that, he's going against James Harden, who doesn't play the best defense in the world too. So maybe that helps him out. Malik Monk, 1.65. If you played him yesterday, he didn't pay off. But I'm trying to remember who the heck they played tonight. I can't remember for the life of me. I just know it's the last game on the say. Oh, they're playing Toronto. So there's a chance that Malik Monk could have a decent game against Toronto. But he was doing all right last night. They just were losing by 30 points. So then they put all the scrubs in. So can't say too much about that. Jordan Poole, if he enters the starting lineup once again at 1.65, could look pretty good. And then the Clippers, we're going to talk about them, how everybody's out for them tonight. Terrence Mann's 1.65. He's going to be back in that starting lineup because we already know that because they announced the starting lineup. In terms of the dart throws, high multipliers, we got Kobe White, 1.7. I don't know where Alex Caruso's multiplier is. it's good to mention him too. If Zach Levine doesn't play, him and Kobe White could be in play. Then we got Brandon Williams, 1.8 for the Portland Trailblazers, obviously starting at point guard for them once again. There's some upside there. There's also a lot of downside too. So if you want to take that risk, you can do it tonight. Probably going to be a little less ownership than there would be on a normal slate because of all this other guys that are out there at tonight's slate. We got Luke Kennard at 1.85. That's my boy, but I wish he was 2. Like if he was 2, I'd probably play him pretty easy. Same thing with your Coffee. You're both 1.85. They're both starting tonight for the Clippers. Somebody's going to do well for the Clippers tonight. But is it going to be Terrence Mann? Is it going to be Luke Kennard, Amir Coffee, Brandon Boston off the bench, who's down here at a 2x multiplier, Nick Batum in the starting lineup at a 1.8 multiplier? Is it going to be Zubac? Is it going to be Hartenstein? Like, there's a lot of guys that could potentially be that guy. I guess technically they have Rodney Hood and Semi Ojeleye, but I would not bet on those two being the guy. Then we got Austin Reeves. He's just there at a 2x, but probably not playing him compared to everybody else tonight. Forwards that we got in play, we got Giannis, LeBron. We don't really need to talk about them. Sabonis does make his return tonight after having his baby, obviously, but hopefully that's the 3rd generation of Sabonis in the NBA. I'm not sure if he had a boy or girl, though, but hopefully he has a son that gets in the NBA, too, at some point, because it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Pascal Siakam at 1.15. He's been over 50 points the past 2 games. Obviously, if Fred VanVleet doesn't play once again tonight, it's going to help him out quite a bit. Fred VanVleet's still questionable. And that's the last game of the night. So there's not much pivot room there if he does end up playing or doesn't end up playing. So kind of whatever wiggle room you want to take that. And then we got Evan Mobley at 1.25. He's been pretty good. Obviously, last game was down just a little bit, but not too worried about it. Kyle Kuzma, Kristaps Porzingis, if you want to go to either one of them at 1.3, you can do it. There is a chance of blowout in that game too, so maybe not the safest plays in the world today. Chris Middleton, Miles Bridges, kind of group those 2 guys together. You know, guys there probably can get you 30+ points. 1.35, you're looking at guys that are pretty safe to get you at least 50, but they do have a little bit of upside for more as well. Miles Bridges kind of been like this lately though, but he almost had triple-double last game, so I wouldn't expect that once again, but you never know. Scotty Barnes, though, 1.45. So if Fred VanVleet doesn't play again tonight, Scotty Barnes looks pretty good because he gets more ball handling responsibilities at that point in time. Then we have Darius Bazley at 1.55. Obviously, he's been a little up and down lately too, but decent multiplier there. Oklahoma City, they don't have much left. Aaron Wiggins is out once again tonight. Kenrich Williams looking like he was going to come back, not back tonight. Then we got Kevin Love at 1.65. We don't have the starting lineup for them yet, but Dean Wade's out as well tonight. So there is a chance that Kevin Love could start again. Laurie Markman was questionable, but he has ended up playing. And it looks like Karis LeVert's going to be back tonight too. So we'll see how that all shakes out. So maybe you want to go Kevin Love, maybe you don't. There's some upside there, but there's also a little bit of risk. In terms of the dart throws, I still have Gallinari down there. He's out, so don't worry about him. We got Carmelo Anthony at 1.75. There's some upside with Carmelo. He's just been mainly scoring the ball lately, though. So it's kind of weird because he's been playing a lot of center. When he was doing well in some of the games, it's because he was scoring the ball. He was getting some rebounds, a couple steals, a couple blocks and stuff. That's how he was really getting up there. Then we got Trendon Watford at 1.8. Him and Drew Eubanks are actually starting together once again tonight. So we'd be looking at both those guys at 1.8, 1.85 if you want to do so. Jaden McDaniels is going to get the start again for the Timberwolves at 1.85. If you want to go there, you can go there. Only played like 24, 25 minutes last time, though, so that's the main concern there. Then we move down to the centers. We got Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic both at 1. We got Jakob Poeltl at 1.35. Rudy Gobert, if he plays, he's at 1.2. I kind of like him a little bit if he plays, but if he doesn't play, you could always look at Hassan Whiteside, who's at 1.75. We got Zubac, who's at 1.55. And then, so I put Eubanks actually down under the dart throws for center, but you can play him at forward or center. And then same thing with Dwight Howard, but he's at a 2. And
we ain't playing Rudy Gobert.
Dwight Howard. He's just a guy, like, you just have to list Dwight Howard just in case, but probably not going to play him.
We ain't playing Rudy Gobert. Not again.
Well, if we do, you just got to pay attention to your phone around 9 o'clock or right before 9 o'clock.
He's always the guy who could get told out.
Probably not. It's happened like twice this year.
The one time we got pulled out like 2 minutes before the game. You're like, never.
No, that was Rudy Gay. It was Rudy Gay.
Oh, was it? That's right.
Yeah. At least that at that point in time, Rudy Gobert was dealing with his calf injury, so he wasn't even playing at that point in time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We can look at some injuries though. So let me refresh this page real quick. So we have the starting lineup for the Clippers is Terrence Mann, Luke Kennard, Amir Coffey, Nick Batum, and Zubac. And then with the starting lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers is Darius Garland, Isaac Okoro. They're starting Lamar Stevens tonight. I don't know why. Laurie Markman and Evan Mobley. So both Karis LeVert and Kevin Love are coming off the bench then. So Karis LeVert is playing tonight. I'm just going to make a note of that on my channel as well because I assume Karis LeVert is on some type of minutes restriction, though, so I probably would not play him. I would not play Isaac Okoro. I would not play Lamar Stevens. Maybe you play Laurie Markman. It's probably just going to end up being Garland and Mobley, though, from that team. From the Clippers, you can kind of pick your poison on anybody. They're all kind of high multipliers at this point and just hope you get lucky on one of them. But the Clippers do have Robert Covington, Paul George, Reggie Jackson, Kawhi Leonard, Marcus Morris, Norman Powell, Jay Preston all out tonight. So that's obviously why some of these other guys are starting because there's no Reggie Jackson, Marcus Morris, or I guess Robert Covington was out already anyway. So just the two guys that are really out, but opens up some value, potential value at least. Then for the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jared Allen, Rajon Rondo, Dean Wade are all out. And then Portland is the same guys out as yesterday. It's Eric Bledsoe, Damian Lillard, Didi Lozana, Joseph Nurkic, Anthony Simons, and Justice Winslow. So they're starting Brian Williams, CJ Ellaby, Josh Hart, Trendon Wofford, Andrew Eubanks. So they're going with the two big guys starting there. So it'll be kind of interesting to see what Atlanta does because they have a couple different options here with John Collins and Danilo Gallinari both out. So those were their two main power forward options. They have Trey Young, so they could start Bogdanovich and then just move DeAndre Hunter down to the power forward spot. Or they could start Okongwu and Capella together. They have not played those guys too much together this season, though. It's definitely a possibility with Portland starting two bigs, or they might just start Hunter and Bogdanovich and then kind of switch over to that at some point during the game. So there is some upside there if you want to chase like Okongwu or something like that, but I think DeAndre Hunter's probably just going to end up starting at power forward and Bogdanovich just starts as well. So that would be my guess. So I'm a little bit higher on Bogdanovich today.
Yes, you are.
I was pretty high on the Utah one until I found out he had a strained calf all of a sudden. So not high on him anymore because he's probably not playing. Then for the Denver Nuggets, we got Kankar, Murray, and Porter all out once again. Nothing new there. Aaron Gordon, Zeke Najee, both of this questionable play. Obviously, Aaron Gordon did not play the last time. It probably doesn't change too much. I'm not really looking to play Aaron Gordon tonight. From the Denver Nuggets, you're probably only playing Nikola Jokic, maybe take a chance on Monty Morris, but that's about it. Danny Green went from being out to probable now, so he might play off the bench for the Philadelphia 76ers. Doesn't matter too much, just takes minutes away from like Thibault, maybe a couple off Matisse Thibault and Tobias Harris, but I mean, Philadelphia is probably pretty straightforward tonight. You're playing James Harden and Joel Embiid if you're playing anybody from Philadelphia. Then we move down to the Hornets, who are without James Bouknight and Gordon Hayward, so nothing new here. Mainly tonight, I mean, like, if you want to take shots on LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, you can do it. I'm not personally doing it. Miles Bridges probably be the most likely on here. I wouldn't be surprised if PJ Washington has a good game, but I'm not chasing it. And then on the Oklahoma City side, they're without Derek Favors, Josh Giddey, Jerome Robinson, Earl, Aaron Wiggins, and Kenrich Williams. So last night we saw Aaron Wiggins be out due to illness as well. Teo Maledon got the start last night. Teo Maledon's probably a really high multiplier once again tonight. I didn't look and see if he got pumped up from 2 or not. But they kind of mix and match those minutes. Freaking Lindy Waters, that guy actually had a decent night again. Like, it's just because I make fun of him. Apparently he's hearing me, I guess. I don't know. But
Beasley had a good night too.
Oh yeah, Beasley was good. Like, but here's the thing: like, it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Beasley, and everybody else on the team is like pretty much borderline G leaguers. So, like, those are the two guys, and like, so it's a really interesting matchup here tonight too. You got PJ Washington and Darius Beasley. Those are both very, very similar type of players, similar type of body builds. They match up pretty well against each other. So I think it could be an interesting matchup between those two if it kind of gets rolling that way, but just have to see. I will be very interested to see if they still start Teo Maledon, whether they start Lindy Waters or Povashevsky or Vic Krep, or whoever they end up starting in that last spot. Because I do assume that Gilgeous-Alexander, Mann, Beasley, and Roby are pretty much locks at this point. But whoever they start in the last spot could have some value maybe. Ideally, I like it to be Povashevsky, but I don't have my hopes up because apparently they just decided they don't want to play him anymore, which is kind of dumb in my book since he's actually a first-round draft pick, from a year ago, and everybody else is borderline G leaguers pretty much.
Yep.
You'd think you'd want your guy that you'd actually drafted to play, but who knows?
Yeah, I agree.
There might be some reasoning behind it, but I don't get it. Then for the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're without Jared Vanderbilt once again. So I said Jane McDaniels is going to start. Nas Reed, Jordan McLaughlin, Patrick Beverly, all questionable to play. We'll see if they end up playing or not. Probably doesn't affect SuperDraft that much. And then Anthony Edwards, is it probable to play tonight? For the San Antonio Spurs, Keta Bates-Diop, Deontay Kayuk, Romeo Langford, and Doug McDermott are all out tonight. Probably means Josh Richardson gets to start at small forward once again, or shooting guard, whichever position Devin Vassell doesn't play tonight. I didn't look and see what Richardson's multiplier is. If it's at 2, he could be a little bit interesting still, but just if he gets enough minutes. If he doesn't get the minutes, he's probably not going to pay off, though. Then the Wizards are all the way healthy. Golden State Warriors, Gary Payton II, and Andre Iguodala are both out. Otto Porter Jr. is back tonight. Draymond Green's back tonight. Draymond Green's playing somewhere between 20 to 22 minutes. Don't want to touch either one of those two guys. Andrew Wiggins is questionable tonight, though. So if he doesn't play, looks like Jordan Poole's probably going to be in the starting lineup once again. But that's pretty much that for the Golden State Warriors. I mean, for the Warriors, you can play Steph, you can play Clay. Like, that's pretty much it, honestly. You could play Jordan Poole if he ends up starting and Wiggins doesn't play. You could take a chance there, too. For the Bulls,
I would take a chance at that.
What?
I think I would take a chance because what is his multiplier? Usually like 1.6.
1.65. Well, I see this one too here from Antonio. Well, Tom Thibodeau hates young players for whatever reason, and I don't get it why they traded all that for Cam Reddish and then they just didn't play him. Now actually he's hurt and not done for the year, which makes me really sad because I was a big Cam Reddish fan coming out of high school, coming out of Duke and everything too. So he had a lot of potential. The Hawks are terrible at developing young players. That's all I got to say about that. And the Knicks aren't much better, so or they're not much better at developing or even letting them play. So there's a whole different story to that. But Chicago Bulls without Lonzo Ball, Patrick Williams, Zach LaVine's questionable to play tonight. Obviously, if he doesn't play, Kobe White, Alex Caruso, they look better. I would assume would be in the same light that he looked better, but they're more just guys you're taking chances on at that point. For the Kings, we got Terrence Davis and Jeremy Lamb out. Alex Len and Justin Holiday are both questionable tonight. Justin Holiday doesn't play. Dante DiVincenzo or Davion Mitchell is going to start. If you really want to take a chance on one of those guys, you could, but probably not going to do that on a 9-game slate. Let's see. The Milwaukee Bucks without Pat Connaughton and Lindell Wigginton. Brooke Lopez is back tonight. He had back surgery he hurt his back after the first game. Then he ended up having back surgery on it. This dude probably shouldn't be playing basketball at this point in time, but he is for whatever reason. He's probably going to be at some type of minutes limit. You do not want to play him, but you probably don't want to play Bobby Portis because it's going to affect his minutes too. I would not expect Brooke Lopez to start. I think it's better to bring him along slowly and bring him off the bench than to start him. So we'll just have to. Plus, you don't want him jumping center anyways. I guess Giannis might jump center in that case, but it's kind of a different story. So it looks like Rudy Gobert has been upgraded to probable, so he should play tonight.
I see that.
Want to play Rudy Gobert. And then Udoka Azubuike is out, and then Bojan Bogdanovic and Trent Forrest are both listed as questionable. Forrest didn't play last time, and Bogdanovic obviously had that strained calf in shoot around, so I don't think he's playing tonight. I would assume both those guys don't play tonight, and Rudy Gobert plays tonight, and then we probably see Daniel House starting in place of Bogdanovic. Let's see. Then for Toronto, we got OG Anunoby and Malachi Flynn both out, and Fred VanVleet's questionable. I have no idea if he's playing tonight. And it's the last game of the slate too, so I wouldn't plan on him playing, but I would also plan if let's just say, because you could do the situation too, if you really want to play Pascal Siakam or Scotty Barnes and you think they're just going to be better off without Fred, the best situation is just Scotty, because we'll just say that because he's obviously a player that's going to be way better off without VanVleet. So you could obviously, even if you just look at that last game, you can pivot from him to Pascal Siakam or LeBron James if you really want to do that. So there is options there if you're going to put Scotty Barnes in your lineup. Just be aware of that as we get closer to that game. It's the last game of the night, so sometimes we get that news early, sometimes we don't for Fred VanVleet. I have no idea if he's going to play, honestly. I wouldn't bet on him playing, but I wouldn't bet against him playing either. So then Anthony Davis, Kendrick Nunn, both out for the Lakers. LeBron James is technically questionable, but he's probably going to play. They need to have him playing. They need to win games. And then Malik Monk, Taylor Horton Tucker are both probable. So That's
Loss
all
of
the injuries.
Reeves.
That's all the injuries, and it's a lot. Well, it's not even a lot. It's just like, I don't know. Let me look at these pro picks real quick. So
Yeah, I got them up right now. So they really like Devin Vassell, and they really they have Shai Gilgeous in every single lineup.
Yeah, that may like Shai Gilgeous makes sense. Like Trae Young, obviously they're chasing a little bit of yesterday, but if he's shooting hot, he's shooting hot. Like you can't deny that. Devin Vassell, he's like an average play. Like he looks better, obviously, when there's no DeJounte Murray and like all these other guys. He looks really good. But now he went from being the best player on his team to the fourth best player on his team on the court at any time, pretty much. Watford's fine.
A little bit. I mean, De'Aaron Fox a little bit. Terrace Mann, they have like once, I think. DeJounte once.
I'm just looking at the first one. So they got Vassell, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Mann. Watford's fine. LeBron's fine. Baisley's fine. I don't get the Karl Anthony Towns love. I really don't. Especially on a slate when you have Jokic and Embiid. Like, granted, they're going against each other. That's the shitty part of there.
Isaiah Hartenstein, they fucking love.
They love Hartenstein. I mean, he has big games, but he's really unpredictable. He could have a decent game.
2 times, isn't he? He must be 2 times.
I think his multiplier bumped up now. They like Josh Hart, but Josh Hart's just point chasing there. And Aaron Fox is kind of point chasing because the bonus is back. Let's see what else we got here.
He's a 2x.
He's still 2x.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I mean, there's a chance that they play both guys. There is a chance that Zubac and Hartenstein both play at the same time. Since obviously Kevin Love and Mobley could play at the same time, there is a chance that could happen. But I wouldn't bet on it. Let's see what else they got here. Yeah, Terrence Mann's a fine play tonight, obviously with everybody else out. They got Roby. Roby was actually playing pretty well, but he only played 16 minutes last night, oddly enough. He must have gotten in foul trouble. He's a guy that can get in foul trouble, though, so that's kind of a bad thing there.
Hartenstein's actually a good points per minute guy.
He is, but his minutes are very unpredictable. So I think this is broken. You see their prop things at the bottom here. It says Kyle Kuzma under 19.5 assists. I'd hope he had less than 19.5 assists.
Take that one.
I think that's supposed to be points. They screwed that up, whatever it was supposed to be.
Well, you should go and look on their thing and see if it's on there. Just take it if it's there.
Yeah.
Because it might be.
19.5 assists. That's a lot of freaking assists.
That's the taco.
That is the taco. Tacos tomorrow. Taco Tuesday.
I know.
I don't want tacos. I thought about Taco Bell earlier today, too.
I had Taco Bell today.
If the Nuggets win it all, I win $500 on a free $10 bet. Let's go Nuggets. I will not bet on the Nuggets winning it all. Hopefully Jamal. Let's just say for the Nuggets' sake, I hope Jamal Murray is back sooner rather than later. It sounds like he's supposed to be back at the end of the month, though. So we'll see. Who was I looking for? Kyle Kuzma. That's a late game, too. Or later, not late. Late.
Trendon Watford is somebody they love.
I mean, like, he's a good fantasy point per minute guy. He's a guy that gets in foul trouble, though, too. If he stays on the court, like, if he plays 30 minutes, he's going to pay off. But if he gets in foul trouble, he's screwed. It's supposed to be 19 points, 19.5 points, not assists. There is no assist. I don't even think there's an assist prop on him on here. Nope.
1.8 multiplier. I mean, shit. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You mean,
if he gets to 30, he's good.
He's close to 1 point per minute. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me.
Yeah, he's probably averaging about 1.1 points per minute. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think he's probably.
Because there's a couple that are under, but like if you look, there's a couple that are way over too. You know.
Yeah. If he gets minutes, he's good. If he's not, but like he's one of those guys that can get in foul trouble though too. So you play a little risky there too.
Yeah, I mean, all the lineups have that. I mean, all of them at one.
But like, okay, so if you want to get away from that a little bit, you could just play Drew Eubanks, who's on the same team, not quite as foul prone, and he has a 0.05 higher multiplier. Not saying that. Ooh, Isaiah Roby's not starting tonight.
Yeah, he's in the pro picks.
Yeah, Olivier Sarr is starting tonight instead for whatever reason. And Theo Maledon's starting. Aaron Gordon's playing tonight. Zeke Najee is out.
So you just don't want this guy to get cold. It's like
Who?
Eubanks.
Look, if he gets rebounds, he's fine. He's just gotta have enough minutes. They're both the same thing. They're both the same guy, except Watford gets in foul trouble and Eubanks really doesn't.
This is what I'm talking about. Cold right here. Oh, that's a blowout.
One bad game. They had like a couple bad games.
That was a blow. Big blowout. Look at this. Big blowout. 40 points.
Yeah.
So that's an outlier game.
Yeah. So, and at one point, they obviously Eubanks was starting, Watford was backing him up, and Portland was getting blown out a lot of games too. So then Watford was playing like 30 minutes off the bench, and he's just playing against scrubs too.
His last game he played though, he against the Wizards, man, he had a good game.
Yeah.
He got 38 minutes.
Yeah, because I think they both started the last game too. The games where they started together, they both kind of been doing pretty decent.
Maybe we'll throw him in there. Because like if Watford doesn't do good, you know what I'm saying?
I think is Sarr at forward or center? I can't remember on SuperDraft. I feel like they only put him at center.
Eubanks we can put at center if we wanted to.
Yeah, we can put him at center. The pro picks don't even have Sarr projected.
All right, let's see here. Where's Garland?
Is Sarr even on the slate? SARR. Is he even on the slate?
Is he forward?
He's either forward or center. I don't know which one SuperDraft has him at.
Yep, he's on here.
2X?
Yep.
He's starting, but he's starting over Roby at least. We got that one contest. What's that? Did you get in the Tyrone contest?
No, I didn't get into it.
Because you can play Sarr in that contest too.
Oh, Baisley in here.
Yeah, and if Sarr's starting, Baisley might be better off tonight too, just because he might get more rebounds. Because Sarr's like
terrible at it, or what?
He shouldn't be playing center. Isaiah Roby shouldn't be playing center either, but that's a whole nother story.
Shit, Scotty Barnes might be a good play tonight, like you said.
It's just so it depends if Fred VanVleet plays or not, honestly.
Well, what did you say is probable?
No, he's questionable.
Oh, I like that better. What is questionable?
But like it's a 50. Like for me, with Fred VanVleet tonight is 50-50, like completely up in the air. I have no idea.
I mean, I like playing De'Aaron Fox. I mean, I like playing Shai Gilgeous.
Yeah. So Fox have been playing really well, but their last two games have been without Sabonis too. So it's just kind of like, you know what I mean?
I'm playing pool. We're just gonna have to watch and pay attention.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Wiggins plays tonight, honestly.
Gilgeous and Baisley together. I think we could do that.
You can do it. They're the only two players that are worth the crap on their team. So if the game's competitive, it's probably because they're doing well.
I love playing DeJounte Murray. He's just safe.
Yeah. I kind of like the upside of Donovan Mitchell a little bit tonight too.
Who?
Donovan Mitchell, 1.2.
Sure,
what? I might play Clarkson, honestly. 1.6. You just have to pay attention if Bogdanovich plays or not.
I think we're probably gonna play Garland. It's Garland or Mitchell. I mean,
yeah. Who are the other two you got? Oh, so you play pool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now, I got Shea Gilgis. I got Gilgis Garland, and then like my last spot is like Clarkson. It's like Bogdanovich. It's DeJounte Murray. It's I can't even remember who else. Do we need some DeRozan in my life? I feel like I need some DeRozan in my life.
Yeah, I was definitely thinking about it.
Kind of had an empty game the last time out though. I'm playing Embiid at center though.
I mean, I can dig that.
I mean, like you can play Embiid and Jokic together tonight, but they are playing against each other, and the one that's more likely to get into foul trouble is Nikola Jokic.
I just do not want to play Harden, but tonight when it's when you don't play Harden, he's when he goes off.
I think there's definitely a case to be made to play Harden tonight because like if Jokic and Embiid kind of get battling and they're not having the best nights and like because all he's got to do is be better than like Monty Morris. Just because we said I'm going to build a line with Harden. I'm going to play Harden. I'm going to play America. What?
I don't know if I trust him. I want to more than I want to, but when you trust a man, he just likes to stab you in the heart.
Yeah. You know, like as much as I crap on Tobias Harris, like for a while there, he's actually the last 2 games he's played better.
So Fox is not a good player, Sam.
I'm not saying he's not a good play. I'm just saying he was a great play when Sabonis wasn't there, but like now he's got to share. I mean, he's okay. Like
Sabonis out. I mean, Fox has been playing pretty well. I mean, he's had 1 game below 50 in the last.
Yeah, but the 2 big games have been the 2 games that Sabonis have been out too. So the 2 monster games. So I don't know.
I feel like at 1.25. If he's putting up 41 to 50 points, and that's what he looks like he's averaging.
He's safe at this. Like he's safe. He's just if you're chasing the upside, it's not as much there tonight. If that makes sense.
See about Giannis. Let's see. I don't know. DeRozan sounds like fun to play. I think this is what I'm going to go with. Poole, Gilgeous, Fox, Baisley, Barnes, Giannis, Embiid.
Hi. Is it bad I like Steph Curry a little bit tonight too? Just because like nobody's going to play him after the last time.
No, you're right. You're definitely right.
It's like, I wish I knew if Vucevic was actually like more than 90% healthy at this point. I'm playing a Jakob Poeltl. I don't care. Jakob
is Tyrone's is his
his is the Oklahoma City and the Charlotte game.
What time is that game at? 7?
Hold on. I'll look here in a minute. I lost my screen though. Yeah, 7 o'clock. Or it's 7 o'clock our time.
Let's see here. You said you're playing Jakob Poeltl.
Yeah. Going against Cat. We know Cat's no good.
Yeah, definitely Cat is definitely no good.
He's been getting in hella foul trouble lately too.
I'm definitely just gonna roll with what I got here, and then we'll set up. We got a couple minutes to set a couple more lineups. So
yeah, there's some dime ones or nickel ones today. If you want to throw a couple of dart throw lineups in there.
I was about to say, dude, are you Kevin Love dropping dimes? Have you seen that commercial? Dropping dimes. Came out a long time ago. Like he has those little those money machines, you know, that people have on like their belts. You know what I'm talking about? You ever seen those?
Nope.
You haven't seen those?
Nope.
They're full of like change, and you can like click on it. You can pull change out of it. It's old school, but he was doing that. He's talking about dropping dimes.
It's like a fanny pack.
Kind of, but he was like pulling them out, and he's like standing on a car, and he's like on a kid's body. His head's on a kid's body. You don't remember those commercials when they had like the superstars on like one was like on a baby's body?
I don't think so.
What? I'm gonna find these things for you. Like I gotta find the where is Ja? Help me, Ja Rule.
Ja Rule.
This shit's so funny.
Do we have a schedule for the pro contest for the week?
I'll have to look.
I gotta figure out what days I need to learn hockey again.
Yeah, hockey's always interesting.
I'll ask in the Telegram. I like hockey main slates when they're like 4 games because then you don't have to. For like last week when there was like 9 or 11 games or something for hockey. I'm like, well, there's like 50 people to pick from.
What do you think about Zubak tonight?
Yeah, he could pay off. Like I kind of like him because they're all trying to play Hartenstein. It's a way to stick it to him. I mean, like, there's not that many people that can score the ball tonight for the Clippers. Zubac can at least score the ball, but Evan Mobley's a pretty good defender. So
I don't like that. Then don't tell me those things.
Yeah, but it also means
That at that point, then I'm gonna just drop down a little bit and let's see.
like, okay, so somebody who's
Yeah,
score?
dropped. He hasn't been doing that well.
What?
His multiplier went up.
Who?
Pirtle. He was at 1.4.
It's at 1.35 now.
That's a joke. I want DeRozan, I think, tonight too. Trae Young chasing. You're not gonna do that tonight?
Nope. I'd rather chase the bad game with Steph Curry.
What about Terrence Mann?
Yeah, he's in play. I played him in one lineup. Like the Clippers tonight, though, like who's going to score the ball for the Clippers tonight? Terrence Mann, Luke Kennard, and Zubac. That's probably it. Nick Batum hasn't been good on offense in like 5 years.
Ugh, I don't want any of that.
Of what?
Terrence or Trae.
You can't look at Terrence's games.
Yes, you can. I think I might throw Steph in here though, like you did.
Davis says Trae Young again.
I don't know, man.
Shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I mean, it could happen again tonight, but yeah.
You don't like Terry tonight.
All those guys. I don't like anybody in Charlotte. Like, if I'm being honest, I don't really like anybody in Charlotte tonight. Miles Bridges is like my preferred option. I think I played him in one of my lineups, but they don't excite me. It's too risky.
Damn, Josh Hart had a monster game. Holy shit.
But if you look at the like 5 games before that, he couldn't hit the broadside of a barn.
Yeah, he was pulling a Jordan Love. He
was shooting like 1 for like 20 like half the games.
Dude, wow. Yeah, 1.8% free throw or free field goals percentage. And then he jumped up to a 7% or 70%.
Hey, who they played last time was somebody that wasn't that good either.
Wizards.
Somebody out. Like, that's how bad it was.
Oh, against the Jazz. They blew the Jazz out.
They blew the Jazz out?
Yeah. Or they got blown out. I didn't see.
Oh.
Yeah, they got blown out. No, they didn't really blow me by 9 points. That's a blowout.
Well, they were blowing them out at one point in that game, I think.
Oh, probably.
I don't remember.
I don't know if I want to chase that.
I would not recommend chasing it, but I'd rather just take a chance on one of those like 1.65 guys or like Jordan Clarkson at 1.6 or something like that.
Mitchell.
Luke Kennard. That's my dude.
I don't know if I want to play Bogdanovich, though.
There ain't nobody else left for the Hawks.
That's why you're playing him?
Yeah. He has to start.
In case what do they get blown out?
How the hell are they going to get blown out by Portland?
You never know.
Unless Josh Hart shoots 90% again.
I would like to see that.
Then in that case, you probably should just be playing Josh Hart if you're playing that game.
Screw it. I'm playing Josh Hart.
I like Josh. The worst part is I like Josh Hart, but it's just like he's been so bad lately, and then he just did one boom game out of nowhere. His price tag on DraftKings literally went from like $5,800 to $8,800 just because of one game. It's ridiculous. You don't see price jumps like that ever. Well, technically, the one game last year they screwed up Kevin Huerter's price tag. He's supposed to be $5,900, and they accidentally made him $9,500. So he had like 0.3 ownership that night, and the 0.3 was just because everybody played him because nobody else would. And it's just like, well, if he goes off for 50 tonight.
Yeah, I don't understand why they would like Carl. Carl.
He's been so bad. Like, and he's been getting in foul trouble. I'd rather play Naz Reid. Like, I literally would rather play Naz Reid. Well, Naz Reid's questionable though too.
We'll play Hardenstein in this one.
Yeah. I'd rather play Zubac.
Fine, I'll play Zubac. I just did the multiplier.
I don't care. Everybody else is trying to play Hartenstein. Well, let's play Zubac. We know what Zubac can do too, though. Zubac's upside is higher than Hartenstein's, at least.
What about Sabonis tonight? No.
Baby gate. I don't know. There's the baby narrative. Maybe he's going to play well now.
All right, let's get it in there.
Better get going. You got a minute.
Less than got 29 seconds.
You want to play DeRozan already, so put him in. Pascal Siakam. I don't care. Good enough.
Bridges.
Get in there. What?
Bridges.
Put something in. Save it. There's only one game that locks at 7, so as long as you get something in and it's not like somebody you hate from that game, yeah.
Yeah, we can edit these because it's I just threw these in quick. So let's go to live because it'll be live now. What's tomorrow? I think hockey's tomorrow. I bet you hockey's
hockey.
tomorrow.
Yeah, hockey is tomorrow. It's already there. 9. Dying a slow and painful death. Hockey. It's some kind of hockey tomorrow. I know that at least.
Hockey. Come on.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
What?
It's an 11-game made slate for hockey tomorrow.
Ooh, your favorite.
I really don't want to look up I don't want to look up guys from 22 teams. Try to figure That's the worst part about hockey. Like, at least like other sports, I kind of know like if people are good or not. Hockey, I have no clue. Hey, since our slate started, I played Garland, Bogdanovich, Murray, Embiid, Barnes, Watford, and Gobert in one lineup. I played Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Darius Garland, Jordan Clarkson, Scotty Barnes, DeRozan, Giannis, and Embiid. And I played Harden, Coffee, Curry, Bridges, Baisley, and Mobley. And Jakob Pertl, apparently. You know how good my golf lineup was?
Are you winning?
I got last place.
Last place.
I had one guy make the cut. Maybe.
That's not good.
Why does it say he's still on round 2? Why does it say he's still on round 2 through 17? That's broken. So he missed the cut too. All 6 of my guys missed the cut. But I like all guys that started like after the big old rain thing too.
All your guys missed the cut.
Yep, because they're all guys that got screwed. None of them are early guys. Play a lot of goalies. David, you can only play one goalie.
Play all the goalies.
You know, he said play a lot of them. You can only play one.
Only play goalies, he said. Just play goalies, nothing else.
Okay. I'm trusting you, David. You better not let me down.
Don't shy in there. Good enough.
The worst part is they updated some of the multipliers on SuperDraft for hockey now. So like some of the guys aren't as good at multipliers now. Is Minnesota playing tomorrow?
The Wild?
Yeah. Let me look.
Shit, I don't know. The crazy thing is I really don't pay attention to hockey until like the playoffs.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're playing tomorrow. I was gonna see if Capper's off. It's still a 2x. Because like it seems like they fixed like some of the multipliers, but I was just gonna see like if certain ones were there, you know, because like we've seen certain guys, you know, at this point in time. We know some people at least.
Ooh, all right. Where
His jaw.
see, like it doesn't show your invites on here, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I don't think there was actually an invite. I just clicked.
There's an invite. If you look at on your app on the phone, if you look at the top corner.
Yeah, no, I know where the invite thing is, but I don't think there was an invite for this contest. He just sent it in the Facebook group.
Oh no, he sent me one.
Okay.
He might not be your friend on there. That's why.
Nobody wants to be my friend.
So yeah, I mean, we can go through this. It's just too bad that maybe I'll just set it and then we can just have it there. I'll just do this. Then we can just go through it.
I just picked a lot of high multiplier guys that are on Oklahoma City.
I'm just going through real quick and just setting it, and then. All right, let's see. It should be on the upcoming now.
The Sixers starting lineup: Tyrese Maxey, James Harden, Matisse Thybulle, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid. Nuggets lineup: Monty Morris, Will Barton, Aaron Gordon, Jeff Green, Nikola Jokic. So no surprises there.
All right, so folks, this is the contest we were just talking about. Tyrone's contest. Basically, it's just one thing you can do on SuperDraft is that we can create our own contests. It's kind of a new thing that's in play, but you can't do it like directly through the screen. You have to go through one of the tech guys because it's actually set up like a contest. Like you're setting it up like a live contest through SuperDraft. So like, it's pretty dope. So you said you're just playing a lot of high multipliers, like man.
Yes, no, the champion.
Poku.
He's not starting.
You're starting SAR, aren't you?
Yeah, but I'm not playing with the champion.
Dude, 4.15.
He's not very good. But
if he gets 22 minutes, if he gets 20 minutes.
You're going to play him in the champion spot, aren't you?
No. I mean, that's how you win, though.
Yeah. It's just for coins.
That's true. Let's do it.
Yeah, so I think I had him.
And then I'll probably just be safe about it. Like, you know,
Nah, it's for coins. Can't go all
I
in.
know that's already unsafe.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, you play
probably throw Shy in there.
Guy's my co-champ too, so I like Bridges. And then I played a bunch of high multipliers after that. So I played like Teo Maladon and somebody else. I don't remember who all I played. I played a bunch of Oklahoma State guys that had high multipliers. Just because they're multiplier, like that's the only reason.
Megalodon.
The Maglodon.
Oh, Lindy Waters. Did you play him?
I put him in before I had Sar. Let's put it that way. I played Baisley. I played Baisley and I played Maladon. I played PJ Washington too, just because I like the match.
I forgot about him.
And his multiplier doesn't like his multiplier is not terrible.
He's gotta have a good game though.
Yeah.
You hate everyone else. Why do you hate all the other guys? Why do you hate Terry so much?
Their multipliers are too low.
Why do you hate Terry?
Because his multiplier is low. I could just
Why
play.
is it so low on here? Isn't he a 1.3 on the normal one?
Yeah.
So why is it lower here?
Too low there.
That's
Because
not.
it's a single game contest. Like
Oh.
Shea Gildas Alexander is 1.15 on the real site.
Oh, I'm taking him. I'm gonna.
Good. I'm just gonna play. I'm gonna play Maladon at 2.25, like double the multiplier.
Megalodon.
You might as well just play Lindy Waters because you know I ain't playing him.
Linty. He might be Linty Waters though.
Lindy.
I know, but he's gonna. If he plays bad, we're gonna call him Linty Waters. Like
He's gonna call him
Linton Waters.
I think they sent the schedule.
What?
And Wendy sent a schedule for the week. And so tomorrow's the main slate for hockey. Wednesday is Boston versus Golden State Wild 6. And then Thursday is golf.
Are they sure it's going to be a Wild 6?
Yeah. It was the Super 15 thing that it was supposed to be the one.
Yes, right. Yeah.
And then Thursday's golf, Valspar, and then Friday is the Bulls and the Suns, Wild 6. And then Saturday is UFC, and Sunday is NASCAR. Folds of Honor Quick Trip 500. That's a mouthful.
And Andrew, you will be on.
Mm-hmm. He sent me a thing earlier. Since the All-Star break, Russell Westbrook is shooting 9% from 3.
Oof.
I could do that.
Oof.
David, do you think you can do that too? 9% from 3? I might have to take a couple shots. No Portis. Get Portis out of here. I already said not to play him. You might have not been here at that point already, David, though.
Do not play
Bobby. No Bobby tonight.
All right. What about
even if Portis wasn't back, or even if Brooke Lopez wasn't back tonight, I still want like Portis against Rudy.
Everyone and their mom's going to be playing LaMelo probably at
You think? He's got more name value than anything, honestly.
Yeah, that's what it is. You know, I know who LaMelo is. He's my champion.
Gross. Do you know who Olivier Sarr is? No. Holy crap. DeLon Wright's starting for the.
I should just throw Lindy Waters in there as my as my co-champion.
Might as well.
Let's put all the
worst people up there with the high multipliers. It might actually work out tonight, though. This is the worst part. Trae Young. So we got Trae Young, DeLon Wright, Kevin Huerter, DeAndre Hunter, and Capella starting for the Hawks. So no, Bogdanovich is still stuck on the bench. They're Tyler Hero in his butt.
Megalodon. Ooh, I did find a Tyler Hero autograph college ball. Where's he? Did he play?
Kentucky.
Yeah.
They don't have many good college jerseys, really. Or like, you know what I mean? Like the ones you think of.
Yeah, I think it's pristine. I mean,
Oh,
I don't. What's up?
CJ Uzoma signed a 3-year deal with the Jets for $24 million.
Ooh.
A lot
Ooh. See
of
where the oohs
free
are.
agency things today.
Yeah, I'm putting Lindy Waters up here. Is he gonna get the start?
Nope. We already know he's not
What?
starting. But he played like 24 minutes last night or some shit. 24, 26, something like that.
Damn, they lost.
They always lose.
They must have got blown out. They must have been getting blown out.
Who they play last night?
The Grizzlies.
Grizzlies.
One of the best teams in the league.
Record wise.
I mean, maybe. I mean, I really want to do it.
I can't like the Grizzlies, remember?
I mean, Shy, though, if he's 1.25 and he hits that 70 points, but I'd rather
But
just
will
do
he do it?
I'm doing this. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Taking all the risk it for the biscuit. All right. Well, we might as well talk about it. I mean, everyone knows that we're doing the everyone that's here knows that we're doing the basketball bracket for the NCAA tournament. So we're doing 2 entries. So if you want to do 2 entries, it's $10 per entry. I had a guy come to me and say, "Hey, I want to sign up, but I want to do multiple entries." I was like, I guess we should do that. The more entries, the better. I feel like, on all honestly, my brother-in-law every year he does it. He does up to 3 entries. So we might as well do 2 this year, see how it rolls out, and then see what we do next year. But should be interesting. We've been looking for jerseys. We might have to. I mean, I might, depending on how many we can get, depending on the jersey, I might do second place too, maybe get a ball or something. Because I think the balls will be easier to get than jerseys, because everyone likes. I mean, balls are a little harder to. I mean, they're not. I mean, I don't think they're that hard to encase and stuff. But my brother-in-law has a KG auto ball. It's pretty sick when he played for the Tims. But yeah, you can get a pretty sweet case for him. But I mean, honestly, I would like a ball. I think balls are sick. They had a chunk of floor from Kansas, like a piece of the floor. I can't remember what the sign. Yeah,
You gotta send me this.
Like I don't remember who it was though. Like Kobe something, Cody. I can't remember. I'll send it to you. They also had what was crazy was Bobby Knight. Is it Bobby, or who were we talking about earlier, right?
Yeah.
He was a coach, right, too? A coach?
Yeah, Knight.
Yeah, they had like an autograph like chair. Like, do you throw chairs or some shit?
Yeah, he used to throw chairs all the time. That's how you get
it. Folding chair. That's dope. Oh man.
How much is the chair?
Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know. I mean, they usually just everything starts at 20, and or they start at 0, and if somebody bids on it, and that's what I'm saying. Like the jerseys and stuff we were looking at were like 20, and I started bidding up and up and up, and it got to about $70. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna wait on it because there's still like 2.5 days left. So we pull a trigger on one. We got to be sure what we want. So yeah, a chair would be hilarious.
I want this piece of the court now. I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy. They do some crazy stuff like that. Like you can find like boxing gloves. You can get like shoes. You can get like cleats. You can get gloves. You can get all sorts of like random stuff now, which is pretty cool. Boxing gloves. But yeah, we'll definitely have to get something. Maybe we'll do something too for the rookie stuff. Well, maybe we'll do like a. And by the way, yeah, we're gonna be doing another show. I might as well just pull it up tomorrow night, everybody. So be on the lookout for this 2022 rookie risers and fallers. We're gonna be doing this tomorrow night. We are gonna go through all the fallers first. We want you guys to see what's dropping, and then Thursday We're gonna get your hypes back. We're gonna get your hopes back up and start talking some risers. So you're gonna go into the weekend looking up high, looking strong. So that's the goal here. Every week we're gonna be trying to give you some risers and fallers, give you a look in, and then we're gonna start doing some other stuff too. We're gonna get some film room stuff going as well. So be on the lookout for new stuff.
Floorboard piece from Devon Dotson.
Yeah, that's who it was, Dotson. Look at your face.
Where'd they get the floorboard from, though?
I don't know.
I don't think that's from the actual court. Yeah.
Who was that coach in baseball who stole all the bases?
Lupinella.
They should have him sign a base.
There might be one.
That's funny. Like stuff like that's what's so funny. Like when you were telling me that coach like threw chairs, I'm like, that's why they had him do it. Probably there was like 3 chairs. There's like a whole. I saw like from 1997. They have like a whole set you can get for like it's like a chair. It's like the seat cushion, and then like I can't remember what else. Just from the Final Four though. It's a Final Four one. It's not autographed or anything, but it's like an actual set, like a 4-piece set from the Final Four in 1997.
All I see is Lupinella baseballs. I don't see no base.
Yeah, I think it's just random. Like a pristine auction's pretty damn random. I mean, some of the like jerseys and stuff I get, I just go to like the 10-minute ones, and they start at noon, and then they go until like 10, I think, at night. But it's like every 10 minutes they have like 5 or 6 pieces that get auctioned off. So like, it's pretty nice because then you can get some pretty relevant or pretty nice, like inexpensive autographed stuff. And it's what I always try to look for too is like not like the super small autographs. I like big ones, or like when something crazy says something on it, or like if you find a mini helmet, I find one that's cool, not just some random boring ass shit, you know. I like finding stuff that sticks out. So like when we give stuff away like that, people are like, damn, you know, instead of being like, oh, it's just I can barely even see it.
You can get an autograph Sports Illustrated from Lupino. I don't see
there's a lot of stuff. We're gonna go through some things. You just have to keep being on the lookout because like you have to type different things. So what I've been doing is just putting in the basketball category, and then I just type in like whatever college, just search for colleges, and then other than that, you just type in NCAA. But NCAA only comes up with a couple of things, and then like college basketball.
Why is there a Shaquille O'Neal signed LSU helmet? Like
like a football helmet, a mini helmet. Yep, there's a couple of those. There's a couple of random things that they have like that. But anyways, let's get out of here. Just make sure you guys are on the lookout. Like I said, a couple of you guys came back in here. If you didn't see already, tomorrow we're going to be doing, rookies, 2022 rookie risers and fallers. So tomorrow night we're going to be doing fallers. So come in, join in, listen up, because my man here was at the combine actually looking and watching and listening and getting the inside scoop. So we want you guys going into your drafts knowing and understanding what's happening. And we're not only just doing, offensive players. We're doing the full offense, offensive tackles as well. And we're also doing – so the O-line's getting talked about, and, the defensive line. I mean, everything about the defense will be talked about as well. So,
yep.
I don't even think we went over that. So we might have to – I think all I did was offensive players. You get to send me defensive players.
We'll do offense first, and then we'll go defense after that.
What, next week? Defense? Okay, we can definitely do that. All right, man. Tell them where to find you at.
Yeah, so you can find me on Twitter at Coach Craig Sport. You can find me on YouTube at Coach Craig Sports. You can find me on patreon.com/Coach Craig Sports. I just did a big update to everybody that's a draft prospect from the combine, all their numbers, all the pro days that are coming up. It's all on there. So $2 a month, get you that. Even if you only use it for 1 or 2 months, less than $5. And then obviously check me out on the Stacks app as well at Coach Craig Sport over there. At Coach Craig Sports over there.
Definitely make sure you guys are getting signed up on his YouTube because he's got the awesome intel coming in every day. If you guys do DraftKings or FanDuel, it's very helpful. He also talks prize picks and stuff like that. So if you want some of the extra outside stuff besides SuperDraft, then that's where you're gonna find it. What else? You can find me everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, SuperDraft, and Sleeper. Make sure you come holler at us if you want to get on and play the NCAA bracket. And also, David, I want to give you a shout out to you. Been sending us a lot of these. I was going to tell you, David's been hooking us up with some tips here lately. He must have been making some money. So appreciate you, David. Always appreciate you looking out for us. And we're always trying to look out for you. But thanks again, everybody, for coming in. We're going to be back tomorrow with 2 shows. We're going to have, the daily, basketball, and we'll talk a little bit of hockey, obviously, beforehand, too. Probably going to be a shorter show because we're going to probably be a little nice long show when we're talking about some of these other players, the risers and fallers. So, we'll get into it.
What time start tomorrow?
Let's see. 6.
So it's the same as NBA. Well, good luck.
Yes, it's the coin challenge starts at 6:30, so that must be just one game.
Yep. So
we'll just have to just talk a quick lineup for hockey because basketball is more important.
Yeah, but we'll see if we. How about?
Honestly,
what we could do is I could build
right away.
You go like a hockey lineup. I build a hockey lineup and we can go from there real quick. Like tomorrow.
Right. Start right away on hockey, and we'll just I'll have lineups already built, and we'll just talk about it real quick, and then we'll just get out of that and talk about basketball. Sound good?
Yep.
Cool. Appreciate y'all. Remember, show tomorrow. Extra show tomorrow. Peace out.
Pushing forward, coast to coast, state to state, city to city, Floyd and Dilly like the late great Biggie. Baby.
Life ain't sweet if you know what I mean. Try to go legit and follow my dreams. Life ain't sweet if you know what I mean. Try to go legit and follow my dreams. Life ain't sweet if you know what I mean. Try to go legit and follow my dreams. Life ain't sweet if you know what I mean. Try to go legit and follow my dreams.